We have two groups. What's Finn's group doing right now?
Making soup for the bug people
Three
who are
creation.
very hungry.
Oh, you have unlocked one of their key concerns. Food. They all seem to be starving. And you've also heard a little bit of gossip from both the lizard folk and the Haduzi, with the group that Finn is wandering around in as you took the left route around the arena rather than the right route, because you didn't want to deal with the Arctics right now.
Okay, you meant right directional, not right as
Yes.
incorrect? Okay.
Yes. I guess I should have said. Well, I couldn't really say west and east because you technically went north. Um, but yes, Finn is has set up a soup stand essentially, and Crux and Micken are helping. Micken more so in handing out things. Crux is actually a little bit more helpful than Micken in the actual preparation, surprisingly. For as big as he seems to be rather dexterous when he wants to be. Jadali has found a box to sit on and is observing from a distance. What is the rest of the group doing?
I don't know where I am.
You were just stealing some things from someone else in another room, some plate things.
But then I got whisked away, I think.
No, you left and we
Maybe it's
passed
just my
somebody
token.
coming down the hallway.
He's
Yeah.
freaking out because he can't see Booker.
I can see Booker. He's just
Okay.
floating in the void.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're meant to be floating in the void right now because I don't technically have a locker room map.
Okay,
That
but
is
we're
void.
we raided one locker room, found some good shit, and now we're leaving. Now going to back to our locker room probably because we're getting close to fight time.
You raided two other locker rooms. One that you found some seemingly practice in riding giant, and two very large kind of nests, kind of relaxation spots. You're not exactly sure, but it was empty. And then you found another locker room that had mercane spell plates inside, which you stole a few from.
Yeah.
And you also saw a mercane that you've never seen before. And Button and Koya split off in a different direction. What were they doing?
I think originally they were looking for Micken. But then they decided to ask, it's like, hey, a random person, have you seen a nervous wizard? No. Well, now that we have you here, takes out notebook. They were able to get some information about, I think it's the people we're about to fight, which was Olgav, something like that. What was it?
I'm gonna double check. Olvar.
Olvar. Yeah, some shit like that. And I think the verdict comes down to we are fucked. And they have abandoned trying to find Micken, and they are instead going back to find the others and relaying the information that they have learned about Olvar, where, on a scale of 1 to 20, they're probably around a 10, collectively, averaging at around a 10, while we are maxed out at an 8. We know that he's a fucked up mage, or dabbles in magic Vocath doesn't even like. Yeah, a new friend is named Cass, by the way. Or not really named that, that's just his name in common because us plebs cannot make bird sounds. But yeah. Oh, Button also learned that Koya cannot write. So Button will be writing Koya's will for them. So yeah, is that everything, Charlie? Okay.
So I will ask the first questions as everybody in the locker rooms is congregating once again in the locker room that the group was originally teleported to. Finn, you're outside when you first hear the arena start to announce the first fight. You've seen the listings wandering around, so you know that Lady Luck is not participating in the first fight. Is Finn sticking with the soup stand until he can't anymore? Until the Lady Luck group comes out? Or is Finn trying to go take a peek at the other fights that are happening?
I think Finn would want to stay until all the three Kreen have had at least one bowl.
Okay, let me see here. All the three Kreen that seem to be coming to you at the very least, would mean that you had missed the first fight.
You know, I think Finn would take that chance.
Okay. So you going to go watch the second fight then? There's still three Kreen that are like around and like seemingly hoping for more food. But
yeah. If they're just like looking for more, Finn will ask Micken to take over and go peer over.
okay. So you duck in quickly. I'm assuming through the three Kreen entrance that's closest to you.
Yeah.
And you see that when you step into the stands in the main part of the arena, the stands for each of the sides that seem to have a ship, plus a little bit of spillover onto the empty section, so the section that the Lady Luck has been parked in front of in the other dock that was empty, are packed. So, more accurately, so that you guys can see, you're looking at something like this.
Booker, what are you doing?
Yeah, Booker's not here yet. So you see that this stadium is slam packed. The sparsest sections seem to be in front of them. Then there's more people in the Aarakocra. I just got bored and stopped dropping tokens there. But the sparsest section seems to be the Surin section and the Artuk section. Though you're not 100% sure for the Artuks if that is because they don't have enough people or that Artuks vary greatly in size from ones that are a little bit smaller than, a medium-sized creature to ones that are very clearly large plus. So you're not sure if the sparseness over there is disinterest or just trying to make sure everybody has space. But as you step into the stands and kind of crane your head to see what's going on the arena with the second fight as it is starting, you see, let me double check. On one side of the arena, a pretty impressively sized group of three Kreen. There's probably a good dozen or nearabouts that are already charging with, looks to be basic weaponry. Swords and spears, and you don't see much range. There's one or two that seem to have slings. at a group of Surans, so lizard folk, on the other side who have congregated around one of the larger rock formations and seem to be trying to use that to their advantage of ducking and diving around away from the rocks that are raining down on them. And there is probably twice the amount of 3 Kreen as there are Surans, but the 3 Kreen seem a little bit more scattered. You're not fully sure why. Let me see here. You can, if you would like, make a survival roll to try and parse a little bit more information.
I will certainly try.
Okay. So, these 3 Kreen that you see down on the ground do seem to be a little bulkier than the ones you've been feeding soup to. So you would assume that they are probably fed a little bit more, or something is going on to make them a little bit healthier. However, as you're kind of watching, you do see that there's a handful of them that, though they charge in and they make a swipe at a Surin, as soon as the exchange happens, they're the first to back off, and they always seem to be a little winded. So even these fighters seem to be in a poorer condition than you would expect from essentially a gladiator fight. Meanwhile, the Surins seem to be relatively healthy. They are not getting winded. They are not, however, directly aggressing unless they are charged upon. Seem to be less prone to making the first attack. So there's this odd, almost stalemate that keeps happening. Every couple of minutes there's a flurry of activity, and then there's a breaking off. There's the 3 Kreen recover, and the Surins kind of retreat to the rock that they are using as protection. And then there's a circling. And then there's another flurry of activity and action. Does Finn stay through the entire fight?
Probably not. Finn would try to make it back towards the end, depending on how long these are lasting. But Finn has a gnome that they need to go see about.
Okay. So, I will go ahead and tell you above table, so everybody is aware, because these are the... Well, there's a third fight, so you want to come and watch the third fight after he goes and talks to the gnome.
Yeah, at least catch, who's against who.
So you'll come back and revisit that once you have had caffeine fully kick in.
Thank you.
We will shift gaze back down to the locker room. It's everybody kind of... Trixie just chilling there, and then Booker and Ori making their way in, and then Koya and Button a minute or two after. Is there an information download that happens?
Yes.
Okay. Carry on.
So information download for, I imagine, for both sides here.
Mm-hmm.
Button tells Booker that the enemy combatants, on average, are like
Stronger than us.
yeah, and then
I will say at least Ulvar.
Mm-hmm.
at least Ovar. Is this for the next fight or all combatants? I can't remember.
For
Ulvar is the one that you guys fight first.
yeah.
Gotcha. But is the average for all of them or just Ovar? Ulvar.
You guys didn't get that information.
Okay. Hmm.
And now he's a fucked up mage.
Okay. Okay.
Human mage dabbles in magic even Vocath doesn't like.
Booker seems more calm. The fact that he's a mage. He's thinking and doing that thing with his knife where he's kind of picking at his fingernails. And he will say, "Okay, seems good. Well, not great, but good. I imagine if there's more of us, we can at least bridge the gap where that little bit in strength where we're lacking. So we're on to dogpile strats." No comment?
Thinking.
The RP juices have not started flowing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, because I'm thinking that Button's having a bit of an interesting time at the moment. So...
Would that be, I don't want to say expressed because it's Button we're talking about, but is it seen in posture?
You know what? I think it might be, actually. I think Button's usually very stiff, very, like, looking at whoever is speaking, with fucking unending eye contact, laser focused. But I feel like their attention is kind of drifting a bit.
You okay, buddy?
It's going to snap up. Oh. Yes. I believe so.
You don't sound sure.
I am not.
Do you want to talk about it? I mean, if you're worried about the fight, you don't have to join us.
Button shakes their head. I will be joining. I am realizing things that I have not thought about before.
Don't go having an existential crisis on me right before a big fight.
Head tilt.
Button looks up at Booker. Oh. Oh.
Or you can.
I believe it is too late.
What's on your mind? What happened? Trixie'll move so that she is like kind of like kneeling and then sitting on her knees kind of thing. So she's a little bit more level with Button. There's still a big distance because big torso, but
Then
or long torso.
Button straightens up as if they're going to speak, and then they hesitate for a second. And again, look down. It's almost like they're considering, like, huh, should I say this? I have been told that talking about these kinds of things so flippantly is concerning for normal people. But you know what? Trixie is asking. So that means it's okay to talk about things like this very openly, right? Right? Button makes up their mind. Looks back up at Trixie. I am thinking about death.
Booker frowns. It's like he doesn't say anything. He just gets like a sour look on his face.
It is a topic
Succeed,
I
just-
think about often.
Well, what makes it different this time around?
I do not know where I fit in the cycle. And that is concerning. However, the solution is for none of us to die.
That's what I like to hear.
Not yet.
Just keep that attitude about you and you'll be fine. Pats him on the back.
Nod. Yes, eventually we will die, but not today.
Booker looks at Trixie and just goes, "Oh, there you go. Satisfied? Cured some existential dread. That's a good day to me."
Trixie doesn't look extremely satisfied. She's like, really, really. That's your cure, really.
I expect this from Button. I expect better from you, Booker.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing. Well, we definitely aren't gonna die here. First of all, making that clear. We're gonna beat this. Hands down. No limbs lost. No lives lost. But, two... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, just nod.
Two... The body isn't what makes up a person. You have a soul. You're gonna join whoever, or wherever we go. I don't...
Pause. Good?
Oh, it's like, I'm not, wait. Clearing here.
Mhm.
It is known that Button is an auto-gnome, correct?
To the crew.
Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure. I always
Yeah.
double check.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happens to your physical bits, but your soul will pass on.
Z, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Button have a soul?
That's a question I'm not going to answer right now.
Okay. Put a pin in it. It's up in the air. It hasn't been proven or disproven.
Trixie believes Button has a soul, and that's what's important.
That's what's important. There's a nod from Button. They take out some more paper. Sheets that are blank. Right. We will not die. And if we do, we will pass on into the cycle like normal. Would anyone else like to write their will? I have extra paper here and extra quills.
Booker just starts waving his hands like, "No, we don't need to be writing wills. We're not gonna die."
Yeah, I can use that paper.
If it cures your existential dread, then go ahead and write a will, but don't offer to everyone.
I already have written mine. I have extra paper, and we have time.
You mind if I take a couple?
Here you go.
Booker snatches the one you hand to Trixie out of Trixie's hand. It's just like, you're not getting a will.
I'm not writing a will. Snatches it back.
Good. You're not getting one. You're not getting a will. You're not writing a will, and you're not dying. Not today. We already covered it. We covered it 2 seconds ago.
You
Nobody
almost
dies today.
It almost sounds like you care.
Don't get it twisted. I'm just trying to get everything squared away before we go into a big fight.
Booker.
Wouldn't
Booker.
that also include a will, getting things all squared away before going into a big fight?
No, because no one's gonna die. We won't need a will because there ain't no part of that needs to get squared away.
A will last more than one day.
And we can write a will when we're in threat of being killed later.
Trixie is giggling while writing on her paper and tearing it into little pieces.
Ori, would you like a piece of paper? Button will offer.
Well, I've been writing in my notebook and looks at Booker and holds her notebook really tight. And you're not taking this.
Booker had no real interest in the notebook until right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this party.
But I would need to, I guess, have someone. Well, since I can't ask Finn, is there anyone that would want to take care of a small little creature that I left on the ship, just in case something does happen to me?
Yes.
What kind of creature?
Do y'all remember seeing the little cat monkey thing when we were attacked by the seed plant thingies that we're probably gonna fight here too?
No.
It was a space cat monkey owl thing. Yeah, it's on the ship. Its name is Memo. And sometimes it's not the space monkey cat. Sometimes it's whatever it wants to be.
Don't worry, I'll take care of him. But that won't matter. So
Above table, because I know it's going to make y'all fucking interact with this thing like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Ori has essentially morphed from Treasure Planet.
I knew it.
nice.
It could be anything.
More
Gumball.
mascots. What's the name?
Memo.
Memo?
Like, take a memo.
Oh hell
Aw.
yeah! I want Memo and Toad to be friends.
Aw, they were baby.
Throughout this process, Booker has like put his hand over his face and is pinching the bridge of his nose. It's like, oh my god.
Blastomoff is like in the corner of the room. He has found, like, sequestered an entire bench for himself essentially, and like a box that he has kicked his feet up on. And you can feel just the amusement radiating off of him as he is staring at you, Booker. Just arms crossed, lounged there.
How upset does Booker look?
He's just he'll turn to blast off and be like, oh, so I imagine you're having a grand old time over there. Seeing as you're not going inside with us.
Blastomoff, like, you can see a brows furrow. What the hell are you talking about? He pats his greatsword.
Yeah, CB1's on the roster.
Heads off. He
So
is
you're
going
in.
with you. Crux
Oh.
is the one that's not going in. Crux is with Finn.
Oh, okay.
The Blastomoff is the one that came with Ori and Finn.
Yeah.
CB1.
Does Blastomoff want a piece of paper?
You like offer it to him, and he kind of smirks and shakes his head. I had much anything worth using a will for. I lost it in a card game a while ago. Well, that and the Artux, but... And he looks back to Booker and gestures towards you. Joys of leadership. Glad to pass them off.
Hmm.
Ori gets Blasphemous paper.
She scribbles something down, folds it up, and hands it to Booker.
The girl snatch it and just crumple it up and stick it in his jacket.
We'll pause just a second for Amy, because I know she's going to want the notes on this. This group of little fucking weirdos on a ship. Amy, tell them to fuck off.
Hmm.
Your brother can gossip about his million girlfriends later. You feeling any better, Iris?
Yeah. I mean, still kind of got a headache, to be honest. But it's much better than yesterday.
Yes, good.
I was not of the living yesterday. It was so bad.
Glad to
think
have
it's
you
the
to
seasons.
pilot the monk.
Yeah, I know y'all need me.
If you weren't here, I was gonna be like, okay, which significant other can be dragged in to play a monk for a session? I know there's multiple people that are not in their server, adjacent to the server, whatever, that can play it.
Hmm.
Did we reset our HP and whatnot?
Or,
'Cause I am.
Like fully
We-
heal?
Yeah, we fully healed, didn't we?
yes.
Oh, for some reason, mine didn't clear. Let me do that real quick.
You should be fully healed, and I don't think any magic has been cast in the arena side, so you guys should also have all your spell slots and everything.
I'm back.
Okay. Now, as all of this back and forth is happening, you guys do hear announcements that start to chime in of the fight starting and fights ending. First fight you hear between Brutus and the War Band. And then the announcement of the victors, the War Band. Then you hear the next
R.I.P.
one.
Brutus.
Which is the
Me
Swarm
too.
versus Vitch. The Swarm managed to eke out their victory. As the tail end of this conversation is happening, you hear the victor of the third fight, which is the Prickle versus Wind Shear. And Wind Shear ekes out their victory. And you hear an announcement that echoes through the arena and through the locker rooms, calling Lady Luck and Olvar's Crusaders to the arena.
Showtime.
You make your way out the locker room and through Hull. There's signs pointing you towards the arena. And you make it up to the gates. And you're directed to one specific gate where you see a couple of Gif in their heavy armor standing there, holding you to wait for just a second. You assume there is some sort of communication that you're not quite hearing before they nod. And all of you are released over here, so you can drag your tokens onto the map behind this rock.
Wait,
Oh, shit.
which
We tiny.
this rock?
Yep, for Koya and Butner.
As we're like entering the stadium, Booker will turn to Koya and be like, "You want to get in that war form?"
I'm sorry, can you run that back?
You want to get in that war form?
Miss Scott, can I get some help? I would like to enlarge in.
Okay.
I thought your powerful form was smaller.
Ah. The size that he is in, like, talking to all of you, that is generally, like, quite the smallest. They might
But I
be able
thought
to shrink just a little bit more, but not much.
I thought the combat form was smaller, the smaller of the two forms.
I think you're mistaking combat form for they needed to shrink because they were in tight spaces.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, because it was in a dungeon.
So they couldn't like strike out if they were big.
Gotcha.
Iris?
Would it have been possible to cast a spell while we were waiting?
Yeah, if you have like a pre-spell thing, you can do that.
Okay. I would like to have Trixie been working on a spell, and
No, it's not a ready action.
I know.
Okay,
It's something that takes a minute. That's why.
gotcha.
But I would like to offer Joe here. Would you be willing to doing a roll against each other
A roll.
for to have Trixie put something on Booker?
Am I rolling to resist it?
I think it would be a perception check, because it's like sleight of hand kind of thing.
Okay. I guess I'll roll.
So my
Sir.
idea here is Trixie wrote some stuff on a paper, ripped it up, and tied it to a little piece of rope, and wants to put it on Booker's back.
No, is this a spell or does it just say kick me?
¿Por qué no los dos?
To be fair,
Well,
if you're trying to stick something on Booker's back, because I'm imagining Booker stays to the front of the group for the most part,
mhm.
it would be a perception check from everybody. Then it would be up to them if they say something.
I think how I'm imagining Trixie would do this would be like, hey, let's go, arm around him, pat, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Turn the button. Shh.
Everybody make your perception check, and then it's up to you once you pass. Well, this will be sleight of hand first from Trixie.
Yeah.
So if you beat a 22, you notice.
Ooh. Dude, I'm still rolling, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
Koya, Button, Booker.
That's a natural
Koya.
19
I
on the
cannot see.
die. So it's gonna be a 23.
No!
Button and Booker notice.
I'm sorry.
Heartbreaking. But she was casting Snare.
Snare?
Yep.
On Booker?
The point, the idea was to put it on Booker, so if someone tried to actually hit that area, it would pull them.
Oh, so Booker is trapped?
No. The person who attacks Booker would be yoinked. Is kind of
Yeah, but like
the idea.
Booker is rigged as a trap.
Yes.
Yes.
Booker is trapped.
Booker is the trap.
Becomes the trap.
I imagine like you pat Booker on the back and give him like yeah, let's get him, buddy, and whatever, and like Booker is just innately suspicious because you never pat him on the back. What the fuck kind of pull? What kind of trick are you trying to pull? And he immediately tilts his head and sees that you've hooked something up. Would he be able to like discern that there is a spell tied to his back?
It's a piece of rope.
Give me an Arcana roll, Booker. And
Hey, that's a pretty good roll.
what's your? Because you're casting with Wisdom, correct?
Mhm.
What is your passive Wisdom essentially?
Passive wisdom?
Bonus plus 10.
Oh, bonus plus 10, so that'd be 14, I think.
What'd you get, Booker?
Booker got a 23 again.
You'd be able to discern that there is magic coming off of this thing. Of course, you don't have detect magic up right now, so you don't know exactly what it is, but it is magical.
Well,
You could probably see the
Booker-
paper, though.
he can see the paper, and there's an inkling into his mind as to what that is. But
Some sort of delayed magic.
Booker's gonna give Trixie the most suspicious, narrow-eyed glare he can give, and he will just he really just leers. He's just leering at you with narrowed eyes, and he will in turn cast a spell of his own. He will prick his thumb on his dagger and smear a little bit of blood between his thumb and forefinger, and he'll tap everyone with a little bit of blood from his thumb and forefinger, and he will cast Bless. He has Bless once a day, and he will cast Bless on himself, Trixie, Koya, and Button is melee, right?
Yep.
And Button.
Okay. And DM, I would like, on record, mushrooming up
Okay.
right before fights start.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
when this group was announced,
Mhm.
so Finn knows unseen servant. Could Finn send an unseen servant with the spine that the crew knows nothing about?
I'm gonna say no for this one.
Okay.
You can try some shenanigans for the next one, but because you were saying there were some other things that you were trying to do, and we've not roleplayed that out, we'll say no for this one. We'll make sure we roleplay out Finn all the way up to the next fight for the next one, so you can adjust accordingly. Okay, those of you that are blessed, go ahead and mark that you're blessed. I think there's somewhere on this sheet that actually you can do that.
I know there's I can put a little like halo icon. Blessed.
I thought there was a status thing somewhere.
Oh, if you expand under your saving throws.
Where's button sheet? Oh, there's. Is it under saving throws? How do you? What do you mean expand under?
How?
How do?
Hold on.
See.
Finding it.
See, where is it?
Calm your tits, woman.
Oh, my sheet. Things are happening.
I didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't do it? I thought you were doing something.
No.
32. 32.
Yeah. So go
plus
to
8.
the cogwheel, and on the rightmost column, there should be a show global save modifier. You check that, and I believe that will pull up where you can plug in
Global
the blast.
skill, attack, damage. I'm just gonna mark all of these. There we go.
That way, if you have something like bless on, you can just check beside the bless, and that should, I believe, auto roll things.
Yep.
There's a lot of nifty little tricks in this sheet once you get to understand it a bit. But as all of you walk out of the gates into the arena, you can see that there's some remnants of a fight, or fights, plural, that are left. You can see a couple of scorch marks on the rocks. You can see disturbed sands. This is pretty hard, compacted sand, but there's divots and kind of troughs in it that show that things have been happening. There, you imagine, is some sort of like cleanup between, but it's not super detailed. The arena is going to look rougher and rougher as things continue. And as you step out, you kind of look around, and these four large stones that you see are pretty big by comparison to those of you that are medium. For Koya, they are about 2 or 3 inches above Koya's head. So they're big enough to hide behind should you need it. And across the arena, you hear the opening of a gate. But you don't see anybody initially. Before Koya, being the largest, having the clearest line of sight, you see a figure start to move their way around. The side of one of the stones. And you can already see dark tendrils of magic starting to form. And a circle of magic right here. And as all of you, I assume, want to take their peeks around, with Koya seeming to have noticed something, so if you want to step to either side of the rock to see, you see a figure, 2 figures, starting to emerge from the circle. First a humanoid head and shoulders, and then a larger form that first you're like, is that human body animal blood? No, that's a figure on a horse. And before you can see any details, the horse's mane lights on fire.
Ooh.
As a figure cloaked in purple shadows and armored in dark metal emerges riding a flaming horse. Everybody, where is it? Roll your initiative. Remember to click on your token.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Aw.
rerolled me. So sad.
Well,
What?
21 regardless.
What are you saying what to, Cody?
14.14?
the decimal.
Oh, I turn on tiebreaker.
Hmm.
Ah.
So when there's a tiebreaker of 14 and a 14, it adds depending on your dexterity. So you don't have to be like, okay, who has the higher dex?
Brilliant.
This one.
Thank God.
Nightmare will go.
Herald of Darkness.
Love that.
Are you sure we shouldn't have written our wills, Booker?
Not concerning at all.
Where do you see Herald of Darkness? I don't see that name.
Look at the chat, the Roll20 chat, the initiative.
Oh, I see it. Nice. This just makes me think of Alan Wake.
Listicle for you, there you are. Shit.
Show me a champion of light. I'll show you a herald of darkness.
I knew I forgot something. Knew it.
Oh?
50 seconds. I didn't fully fill out last month's shit. Filled out a whole bunch of other things. Just not him.
Finn, we need all the support we can get from you.
If only Finn were a bard.
If only. I believe in a thing called Finn.
Oh, do I have? I do
Do you?
have it.
Have what? Oh my god!
Yes.
Yes, we do.
We'll be our own heroes.
I apologize for the delay.
It's okay. It just makes my dread increase.
Don't forget your snacks. I don't know how you split them up.
W-
Oh,
Wait, where are the snacks? Do we have snacks?
Yes.
yeah. They made like healing snack thingies.
Oh, what'd you say, Mandy?
And made healing
They
snack
made
thingies?
healing- Yeah. They did.
Can't quite understand you.
You moved away from your mic or something.
No, it's just bad. Hold
Oh,
Oh,
she'll be back. They always come back.
No, like the mic is as
Hello.
close to my mouth as I can get it, I promise.
hey, we hear ya.
So if it starts going out again, just remind me and I will blink out and blink back in and that should fix it. But
Okay,
I'm eating the mic right now, literally, almost.
understood.
So
How's it taste?
Crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
it's in the way of my straw for my water, but yeah.
Oh no.
Yes. Just use this, but is your initiative?
But you have 7 treats, so split them up amongst yourselves.
Okay, where are those noted down? Does Ori have them?
If Ori does, she would hand everybody at least one. So then that would leave who? I don't know how to split the. I don't know you all. Who needs them the most?
Fin Snacky. Wait, don't put that in attacks. Put that in inventory. Fin Snacky. Everyone gets one.
Okay.
If anybody needs two, I will hand them another.
I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of us. So just one person that. Who's most likely to go down?
Booker.
Keep the snacky.
Booker or Trixie?
Those were my top 2 choices, followed by Ori.
Y'all
Oh.
have no faith.
It's less that I have no faith, it's more that I know what your HP is.
But I thought
Her
it's a
HP is
lot of
higher than
HP.
Pixie's. Yeah.
Yeah, they have high ACs.
Trixie, if I'm not mistaken, has some ways to mitigate a little bit that Booker does not.
A little bit. She has higher AC, but like a good chunk less HP.
But as these two figures emerge in the center of the arena, and you can feel the shift of the crowd kind of murmuring and displeased. Ori, you're up first.
Hooray. He just kind of cracks her fingers and the form that you see that she is normally in is that little rocky gemstone thing, but it changes, and I will show you if I can.
Is this a magical girl transformation?
It is swooshy, swooshy, swirly, swirly. Since we have like the Herald of Darkness and the magical fire pony.
Yo!
Holy
She just becomes space.
Stars.
hot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Trixie
Wow.
is having some realizations about Ori. At the worst possible time.
Why
So
not
she
throw it on
takes
the
her star
bottle?
form. So she is now in her star form. So description is her body becomes brilliant and warm, and it's shedding light in a... No, it's a bonus action, so she's not doing that yet, but she might later. Not going to do that yet. And what? That was bonus action for her. And she is going to... Lord, what is she gonna do? What does this do? I'm sorry, I was not... I really did not think I would be going first, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm like, no, you probably need to go ahead and get something out there.
You're good.
How far does that reach? Okay. I'll do that. Well, oh, of course, perfect timing, dude.
Yes, I can show you this. Waiting.
Haha, nightmare.
I knew it is a nightmare.
Haha.
The nightmare.
Nightmare. Don't kill us. See, please. Oh shit!
Okay, just-
Ori's coming out swinging.
I think they have... I'm not sure, but I think they have to stay here for a while, and then they go out on my next action's bonus action. I don't know. Let's see. Do 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 do. What's it do? Helps.
Yes,
You shoot little balls.
Yes, but do now shoot or shoot later?
You can shoot
It says
now.
when you cast the spell. Okay.
When you cast the spell first time and as a bonus action on each of your turns.
So you can shoot two of them right now. One or two.
One or two. Let's do two.
What you aiming at?
Quick, Ori, shoot them with your MILF meteor.
My MILF. What damage does it do? Where's that at? Oh, so I'm assuming it's fire, yeah.
Fire. It's 2d6
Two-
fire.
two- definitely not gonna do to the horsey then. So,
That has fire on it.
yeah. So let's do that one. At the Harbinger, I can't remember.
The herald.
Yeah.
Harold.
Now what do?
I need to do a deck save for the herald. Let me pull up their thing and I can do this.
Ooh.
Okay, so it just misses that deck save. So it will take all 3 damage.
Hooray! Doot! Or he's like, I don't want to piss her off too bad, because I'm first. I'm somebody else to do more damage and take the front.
It's performance anxiety of going first in a battle arena.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like, I don't want to make her so mad that she comes after me, so leave. telephone call. I guess that's my turn as I will hide a little bit more. Angle, yeah.
So, next up is Blastomov, who, double check this really fast. Does not have the, same anxiety by any means. It just kind of lumbers forward. So how far can you get, my dude? Not particularly far. And we'll aim at the Herald as well. And though he has a great sword in one hand, you see him pull out a pistol from on his belt. He's going to take a pot shot at the Herald. Let's see. That will hit. For 8 damage. And as you see, hear the pistol hit the metal, and this figure kind of recoils on top of the horse. You can hear a hiss come from her. It's almost like cracking ice. And you see both the shadows around this woman and the fire on the nightmare blaze a little brighter. And then it's Olvar's turn. And Olvar, it's hard to tell from this distance, but you're pretty sure he's smiling. As he again lifts a hand, you see magic beginning to pool. And this. Oh, letting you know. What is the saving throw on this?
Uh oh.
Oh, start of the turn. Okay. Let me see here. Need to measure this out really fast.
Do we know which one of us is the lucky one?
Essentially this box right here. This is crappy, but I don't feel like measuring out an actual 20 foot by 20 foot box.
I see, okay.
Olvar cast black tentacles. Underneath Button, Trixie, and blast him off. You see the shifting, inky black of his magic just seem to snake across the ground and then fill up the entire space that you all are standing on. And then immediately it starts to undulate and the ground begins to feel a little unsteady. So, at the start of your turns, or when you enter into the area, I will need saving throws. Which, Button, it's the start of your
Hi.
turn.
Sure is. And it's a dex saving throw?
Yes.
Oh boy, oh boy. Great stat for Button. So that's a nat 1. For a total of 2.
Good thing you can't critically fail a save, right?
Right? Yeah. I think the tentacle is just like the size of Button.
So you feel the ground kind of start to move and you start to try and get out. You are immediately wrapped in a black tentacle that starts to squeeze. And you will take 14 damage and you are restrained.
14! Oh, this is wonderful. We're off to a great start, guys.
You can use your action to make a strength or dex check to try and free yourself. However, you would not have any movement at this point.
Motherfucker. So I take 14, right? I take 14?
Yes.
Okay,
14
cool.
bludgeoning.
14 bludgeoning. Understood. Yeah, can I use my action to try and get the fuck out of here? What do I roll again?
Strength or dex check. So it's straight strength or dex.
Straight, could it be athletics?
I'll let you have athletics, but you're still stuck in the square. So you'd have to make another save at the start next turn.
Okay, you know what? So if I were to roll strength or dex, then I could be able to leave the square?
You'd be able to take one step back out of the square.
Okay, I'll take my chances. God damn it, Button, why are you statted like this? It doesn't matter if I roll strength or dex, they're both +1. 17.
You're free.
Hey,
I don't
So
like
you
that.
You can take a step back.
That? I don't like.
Is there a bonus action you'd like to do?
Shillelagh.
Are you gonna fight the tentacles?
Button has a target now. Button doesn't give a fuck about the herald or the horse. That's it. I can only move the one step, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Booker, you see out of the corner of your eye just this black mass form underneath your crew. You're not in it, but you can see where it might be a problem.
I consider this a win because it's not targeting Booker, because Booker is not known for passing saves, even though he's resistant to magic damage and has bonuses to saves against magical effects. He's not very good at dealing with magic. Go figure. So I'm taking it as a win. Booker's gonna fucking run. I measure from the outside of the square or circle
Center.
or the center. $30. Is she on the horse?
Yes.
Cool. So Booker can make it to right here. So I forget how to do this. Is it? Yeah. There. And Booker is going to use a bonus action to He's going to draw both of his knives. He's going to use a bonus action to cast Touch of Madness on his dagger, and he's going to throw his dagger at this bitch, and we're going to hope it gets there. But if it doesn't, well, I guess the spell is expended. What happens if I miss my spell strike? I don't actually know.
I would think it would still be audit until you hit, unless you cast something else or there's a time limit on the spell.
The next hit, the next time you hit a creature with that weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, then he's gonna cast the spell and throw his dagger. So we're here. Here we go. Which knife is it? It's gonna be Blood Drinker because he's the most accurate with Blood Drinker. Please God. That's pretty good. 23 to hit. I've been rolling a weird number of 23s.
23 to hit the Herald?
The Herald, yes.
That will hit.
That's gonna deal. Blood Drinker is. How much does Blood Drinker deal? +5. So it deals 8 piercing damage. And she has to make a save for Touch of Madness, which is a Wisdom save. DC 15 Wisdom save.
That's a nat 19.
Damn it.
Take half
Wisdom
damage.
save. Yeah, Wisdom save for half. And I will roll 3d8 here because it's way faster. Wow, what a fucking 3d8 roll.
Not bad.
So she takes 10 or 9?
10.
10. Nice. That's my first attack, and then Booker's going to throw a different knife for his second attack. This is going to be the Mind Flayer Tentacle Blade. For 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll be 9 piercing damage. And the Mind Flayer Blade, if I hit with this, she has to make a save. Hold on. She has to make a DC 16 int save, I think.
DC 15 int.
16, sorry, DC 16 save.
And that just passes.
Damn it. That's fine. Then that is attack. Then Booker will just draw another knife, and that's his turn.
Trixie. Deck save.
Yes, ma'am. And I have evasion. So if I succeed, I take no damage.
Alright. So, you are free immediately.
Sweet. I will pop my astral arms because I forgot to do it before as my bonus action, which gives me a 10-foot range. Hey, Button. Ready for the Trixie special? Are you sure you don't want to fly?
Our priorities align this once. Button has an enemy on the other side of the field, and their legs are very small.
Trixie, in very showy fashion, kind of spreads her wings out really wide, does a little flip a bit to grab at Button because of her range, and I'm gonna dash over. Use my action to dash. Let's see.
Delivery.
Oh, let's see. How close can I get? I can get there. Could someone hold this spot for me, please?
Understood.
Whew.
I put little dot.
Merci. Thank you, monk speed.
Holy shit. Trixie, is this fucking arena just like a warm-up for you? Do you run track? What the fuck?
Zoom.
No.
45-foot speeds.
Jesus Christ.
You just have to take the action for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What you
But,
are
yeah,
with button.
drop.
No.
Can she drop Button
Where?
on top of him?
No.
Like, she's right there.
You have used an action and a bonus action. I'm not letting you get anything else out of it.
Isn't it a free action to drop weapons?
You can
Put
drop
a weapon now?
You can drop button on the ground.
Where are you depositing Button?
Where does Button want to be?
Where Button wants to be is right in this guy's face. However, that's probably not the wisest decision. But it's what they want.
Is button
I mean-
actually wise?
They are.
So is Trixie.
They're both very wise, actually. It's calculated, tactical.
Intelligence, though.
Intelligence is lacking.
Yeah, she'll. We're right next to each other.
Melee range.
Okay. Koya. It's your turn.
Oh, mix god. We got enough movement to get here with the dash action. And I think that is it.
Don't want to do anything with the bonus action?
Hold, I gotta refer to the flowchart. Nope, those are both gained health. I am good.
Okay. So that brings us to the Nightmare and the Heralds. As you approach Koya, the Nightmare immediately sees a challenge. And rears up on his back legs and strikes out to try and hit you. Let's see here. 16?
Nope, misses.
You're able to just dodge out of the way. So you see fire coming from its nostrils as it snorts and lands on all 4 feet again. The Herald. Let me double check this really fast. It's currently that shape. Shadow. I did warn you. Okay. You see, the Herald has been getting hit over and over and over again. As you get close, Koya, you see that this is probably considered a very pretty, very pleasing to the eye woman. By what you understand standards to be amongst non-Oni. But her face has been twisted by just this absolute bone-deep fury. And she sneers at you. And you see the shadows that make up her cloak seem to be alive as they wrap around her, shadowing her entire figure. You feel the energy start to coalesce before it explodes outward. I need a con save from Koya, Booker, and Blastmoth. They are all looking in this direction. Ori is just far enough away.
Is this a magical effect, DM?
Let me check the wording. Technically, yes.
Yes!
Remember, plus adds on to saving throws too.
I'm gonna fucking need it.
Oh, it already calculates in on the sheet.
So it's useful having the
Mm-hmm.
thing turned on.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
25 will pass.
I got a 14.
Just fails.
Damn it.
15. And then blast.
Even with blush?
Yep.
Oof.
Just passes. Roll 16. So, on a failure, take that. You're not gonna be happy with this, Joe. That means you'll take 27 damage.
Holy shit.
Koya and Blastmoth will take half, and Booker is blinded. You can attempt the saving throw again at the end of each of your turns. As just a roiling shadow explodes outward and covers the 3 of you. And Trixie, Button, you can kind of see it blast past you, but since you're not looking that direction, it just seems to flow over you. And you'll be pleased to know that she has to roll to try and recharge that, so that's not an every turn thing. But I need to do this.
Oh, well,
And
if this is... Sorry, go on.
let's see here, I will roll the recharge.
Damn,
in
is
front
there...
of everybody,
Mhm.
cheating. Double check. This is recharges on a 6. She does not get it back.
Oh, thank
And
God.
then for her bonus action,
So many
you
of you left.
see her kind of shift and smirk at Koya as Koya's in her face. And as the shadows come back towards her, they swirl around her and cover her completely. And she becomes a shadow herself. You have disadvantage on hitting her. Everybody. Ori, it's your turn.
Ah.
What do? Let's see. Ori is going to not do shit because everything she has is nothing good for anything. Oh, she still got meteors up, so let's do those.
That'll be your bonus action. Throw 1 or 2. And
2 at that shadow lady. I don't think I have to roll again. I think it's just the same. Is it the same thing as it was before?
you have to roll the damage again.
Okay. Where was I? 3.
Dex save.
Do I roll a second time for the other one?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Sorry,
that actually, you get a lot of damage out of this.
Yeah, to be fair, roll 1 more time because you did not roll twice the first time.
Oh, I didn't mean to do it at 4th level. Scrolling back. Alright. 1.
There we go.
Hey.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
You.
Calculator. Okay. The meteor is hit. And you see the shadow kind of shifting and morphing around it, but they do seem to make some sort of impact.
Are the tentacle things still up?
Yes.
He's just hanging out in there.
He hasn't had a chance to move.
Oh my god.
It was cast after his turn. So he's about to have to make a save.
What is?
I believe in you, blast him off.
On its dex, you shouldn't.
I have faith.
Nope, can't do that. Nothing I can do for that. Okay, I will just move closer, not in the square, but closer to. Oh God, where do I move? Because if I get okay, to the rock here, and that's it. Where he's like,
These people, I don't know you. And here I am fighting things.
Such
We're trauma bonding.
Yes.
trouble bonding again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her turn.
Last them off.
Oh wait.
Da-da-da-da. What's your dex?
I believe.
Woo! He barely scrapes by. He comes
I
up with his
believe!
sword. You see tentacles lashing out at him, but he seems to be able to just sidestep them. And right here, he is still not going to quite make it. Get up to about here. And he's going to aim another shot, this time at the nightmare. Because that's the thing he feels he can actually hit with a pistol. Which does hit. And then that is... 8 piercing damage to the nightmare. However, it is now Ovar's turn. Now suddenly, he sees Trixie land right beside him, dropping this very displeased mushroom. You can see that smile is still on his face. And he glances very quickly in the direction of Blastimov wandering out of his square. He looks back. Well, it would be nice to have a little chat. But not here. And he releases the black tentacles and casts greater invisibility on himself.
Oh, fuck.
This.
Motherfucker.
Well, I don't have a way to deal with this. So
know
I guess
what?
we're gonna wait for it to run out.
Hmm.
And you just hear very faintly the sound of something moving
Do we get it to try an attack of opportunity?
at disadvantage.
I will take it.
Yeah, so will I, if that's okay.
At disadvantage. Alright. Wow, well that was a nat 20 wasted.
Oof.
But that's a 14 plus a 22.
Okay, that will hit.
Hey.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
And was
Oh,
I guess the solution is just roll really good.
yeah, and by the way, start of his turn, I forgot. Can I get con save? Mm-hmm.
assuming an 18 pass.
Mother fuck. Yeah.
What's the damage on the hit from button?
Give me 1 second. It changes. An additional 1d6. Okay. So it's a d8 plus a d6 plus 5. That is 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 5, 16.
16. You feel your hits connect. But you also feel the hits connect right as he seems to be dancing out of the way, striking him right as he gets out of reach.
For concentration checks?
Mm-hmm. Any concentrations up?
So for a button, what is it? 10 or half of damage?
Whatever's higher, I think,
Whatever's
yeah.
higher.
10 would be higher. That passes. That also passes.
Damn it.
Shit. Okay. That's all I can do on a reaction.
It's now your turn, however.
Okay, so Z. Okay, so. Hear me out. Am I able to, like, I don't know. Since I was able to hit him, right? Am I able to get, like, general direction of where he went?
Well, say if you want, you can use your action
Mm-hmm.
to try and suss out where he might have went, but that will leave you with only your bonus action.
Okay. Well, I have another idea. As I'm looking through my spells, I don't see something. Give me a second. Just give me a second. What's the range on this? Okay, I don't want to miss with that. Wait a second. To the archives.
To the archives?
To the archives. Z, I would like Button if... Hear me out. Can Button pull out a bunch of chalk?
Yes! Yes!
Are you wanting to see if you can dust cloud him?
Yes. Yes, I am.
We're going back to the beginning, guys!
Back to 2 years ago with Avia pulling out chalk on an imp.
If I could high five you right now, I would.
Okay, if it won't work, right? If I can convince Iris to help with Trixie batting wings to spread the dust, would that increase our range?
So, I'm looking up some rules really fast.
This is why I have a bunch of random shit in my inventory. Please, I beg you.
I'm not saying no, I'm just trying to figure out what the rules are.
Okay.
So, in general, for throwing something that is improvised, because I would think it's fair to call this improvised, you can throw up to 20 feet at standard roll, or up to 60 feet at disadvantage. I would say this, it is... I'm putting in the work here, trying to give you a actual rules accurate semi thing. So, up to 20 feet at standard roll, up to 60 feet at disadvantage. If you most adventuring gear type stuff will have a 5-foot square. So you can choose to throw however you want. It will
Mhm.
hit in a 5-foot square.
Mm-hmm.
If Trixie also sacrifices her action to flap her wings, I'll expand it to a 10-foot square. However, you will still have disadvantage if you hit within the 10-foot square. But at least you'd know where he is.
Okay. I don't want to take up Trixie's action.
I have something that would help too, but I have to wait for my turn.
Okay.
Or if the two of you want to, I will say to be a nice GM, the two of you want to put your heads together and DM back and forth, we can move Button's turn after Booker's.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. You guys will have to have a finalized decision when we get to you. But, Booker, you're currently blinded.
Yeah.
You know
So-
where the sounds of a fight are.
So I, point of clarification, because the thing that damaged me was magical. I can use my Aegis on it, right, to resist some of the damage?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll resist some of the damage. And I have to make a concentration check for Bless because I forgot to do that because I'm a goofus. But it's 18. Thank God. Okay, we're still blessed. So I have a question, DM. Is this blind effect, is it like magic that is covering my eyes, or are my eyes damaged and I have to close them?
Essentially, you have shadows that have enveloped you. Kind of sunk
Okay.
into your eyes just a little bit. And they're not damaging, but they are making it hard to see.
So tell me if this flies. Booker can flick the amulet of the known and unknown, dump all 7 charges from it, and give himself true sight.
You can.
Yes! Yes! I can see! Fuck you, oh, I'm getting really loud. I shouldn't yell. There's asleep. Booker will fiddle with the little amulet and true sight himself. And he can see through magical darkness and see into the ethereal plane for like 30 feet and see invisible creatures.
That is very
Under his breath, he just whispers, "God bless Celestian."
Amy, I will distract you for 2 seconds.
Ah.
I need you
Yeah.
to go ahead and make your section for end of session notes.
Okay, hold on. And session. Yeah.
And just put Booker emptied his amulet.
Booker
Oh.
emptied his amulet.
That's probably fine.
It's probably
Now.
fine.
Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome.
So, I want Booker to charge ahead, run up Koya's back to get on top of Koya's shoulders, and step onto the horse to try and stab the shadowed bitch.
I will give you a shot
Uh-huh.
here of an Arcana check or a Religion check really fast.
It's gonna be Arcana. It's gonna be Arcana for sure. Can I have a hero point?
I think I gave everybody inspiration a while ago.
I don't have it marked, but if you're willing to let me have inspiration, I would love it. Right about now is what I would need it, because I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, you can have the inspiration, because I think everybody... if you don't have inspiration currently marked, just go ahead and put it on your sheets.
So it's a reroll with
Add
advantage or just a reroll?
yes, add advantage.
Reroll at advantage. Please God. Okay. Okay. That's an 18 on the die for a 28.
You would know beyond a shadow of a doubt that if you are wanting to get up close to this nightmare, that if the nightmare does not want you as a rider, those flames will hurt you.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Then instead of running and standing on the horse and stabbing at the rider, I want Booker to run up Koya's back, swipe at the person, and land on the other side of them.
Okay. You'll still have to roll this at disadvantage because that's just part of the shadow ability. But you can attack.
Oh, even with True Sight?
Even with True Sight, that's just part of the shadow form, unfortunately. It will help you in a second.
Okay, okay. That's... I still rolled pretty well. That's, can't do math. 7 to 20, 25. Hey, that's 17 plus 8. 25, right? That's 25.
That will hit.
Yes. That'll be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And can I get my second attack off while I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Swipe, swipe, swipe.
2 swipe.
Well,
Because that's your deal for using all the charges.
oh, that, okay. Well, disadvantage is a bitch. That's a natural 20 and a natural 1. So the second attack is a complete fucking whiff.
Hey, but you're close enough to get your daggers back now.
I am close enough to get my daggers back. Can I grab one of them and then use another swipe from the ground?
No.
No?
No.
That's fine. Then Booker will turn his attention. I have one more attack because of what the fuck is it called? When you two weapon fighting. So Booker will ready his dagger and turn. Since he can't reach this bitch from her horse, can he turn and see where the invisible motherfucker is?
Yes, he would be able to.
Booker's gonna throw a dagger at him.
Holy shit! Booker, you legend!
Yeah.
Make this easier for us.
I believe that would be a disadvantage for the distance. Still.
Oh, he's over 30 feet or whatever?
30 feet, yeah.
That's fine. That's another natural 1.
No.
No!
Oh.
Do we at least see the area, the direction?
Yeah, you can see that he is pointing in. Hold on. Where is the measuring tool? There it is. Radcus. He is
I need
in
another
this
die.
way.
Got it.
Okay.
You're not sure how far this way, because it doesn't hit anything.
Then
That direction.
Booker will end his turn using a bonus action to baleful mark the dude. While Booker can still see him, they'll hit him with a baleful mark. So Booker will know his location, so long as they're on the same plane. And a handful of other effects that don't really matter right now. It's more like Booker is just like tagging him for later.
Okay.
That'll be Booker's turn.
So we turn back to Button and Trixie. What are we
Mhm.
doing?
So, we came up with a plan, and we have to ask you, DM.
Uh-huh.
Would it be possible to cast a spell on the chalk? The spell being Fairy Fire.
I need to read Fairy Fire real quick.
I thought you just
Fantastic.
cast fairy fire in an area anyway.
Yeah.
The thing is it's a
Mhm.
certain area, and the
Oh, you
thought
want
process.
to carry it
Yep,
like a little fairy light detector.
kinda. I'm rolling it right now just so you can read it.
So, explain to me what the benefit of casting it on the chalk versus just casting it is.
He can walk out of it, is from my understanding. If you cast it on the chalk and the chalk is on him, it's stuck to him, is kind of the thought.
Oh wait, I think you're. Oh, hold on. It's a creature in the area when the spell is cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not.
So it sparkles them with glitter dust.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a standard like you have to be within the cube.
Mhm.
It's whatever is in the area. And let me see.
So that's why you wanted to do this. I was wondering
Up
why.
to a minute. Yeah, so
Okay,
as
I
long
misunderstood.
as long as you
Yeah.
maintain concentration, you can just use Fairy Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you put it on the chalk, it would be a smaller area because you'd at max be able to get 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's
Okay,
more
so-
beneficial. I'm just trying to be fair to you. It's more beneficial for you to just cast Fairy Fire if you kind of have an idea where they are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still want to do the chalk idea, Amy? Like, of cast Fairy Fire and then throw the chalk as a failsafe? Or no?
Yeah, could we have a Trixie go first?
Sure.
Okay. Failsafe chalk.
Failsafe chalk.
Failsafe chalk.
Yeah.
The button pulls out chalk. Trixie, I got this.
I got this, buddy. I'm gonna move forward, but not too forward. And cast Fairy Fire.
Use your measuring tool to show me where you're doing your 20 feet.
Let's see.
20-foot cube. So if he's midair, somehow.
I think like that works. Right? We're set in
So
this
if you're setting it
direction.
from the middle of the cube, it's 10 feet in any direction.
I want to aim this right here, between the two rocks, is kind of the idea.
Gotcha. Alright, you cast Fairy Fire. Let me see here. Dex save of 15. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No!
He met the DC.
That bastard!
Backup chalk?
Backup
Back
chalk?
chalk?
Flynn's gonna run up. Backup chalk!
Little lightning bugs come out, and nothing shows. Big sad.
You need to use more violence. Yeet!
Great. You're using your action for this. Where are you throwing?
I couldn't see where Trixie centered hers, or where the Fairy
Essentially
Fire
between
went.
the two rocks. She got a cube that was centered in here area. That would be the center.
Yeah.
Okay. Centering here then.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Yeetus.
Measure me 5 feet from where you think
That's
it's gonna land.
15 feet.
You can get up to 20 if you want.
We'll do it this area right here. Just fuck it. 5. Oops. Fuck it. This area, I guess.
You miss him.
Mother fucker. Okay. Understood.
Scorched earth. Ori, blow it up. Just blow up the whole area.
Ori, cast fireball.
So one time everybody is like, fireball, fireball. Koya, it is your
Oh,
turn.
you know what? I am so fucking stupid. Well, it's too late now, but I have Dispel Magic.
Uh-oh.
Next round!
Next round.
There's counter spell when we need it.
Okay. Start of Koya's turn, we're going to regen some health. Okay, and we will attack the Harbinger?
Harold.
Herald.
Harold.
Harold.
Disadvantage.
They're lesbians.
That will hit.
Hold. I gotta do it one more.
Why is it +3 like that? What is this?
Yeah, why is it like that? Oh, bless. Bless isn't adding it automatically, it's adding it post. That's neat. If not a little confusing.
14 +3 will hit.
Thank God.
12 bludgeoning.
I don't like how that's misspelled. Okay, so that's first attack. Second attack.
Bludgeoning.
14 will not hit.
And then last attack with the glaive's end.
That will hit.
Sick. That is it for Koya.
I need the damage. Give me the damage. Here we go.
Uh-huh. That's right.
Bonk.
That's my girl.
So, let's see here. We're going to the Nightmare in the Herald. The Herald will move first. We'll use a bonus action to shift from Shadow back into Fiend. And then hold on. Do I want to do that? Yeah. I'm not gonna shift. I'll stay in the shadow form for a minute. And we'll use 2 Embrace Darkness attacks. 1 on Koyo, 1 on Booker. So let's see. Koyo's first. Assuming 14 does not hit Koyo.
Nope.
That definitely doesn't hit Booker.
Thank God.
Those are 2 whiffs. I will roll this d6 in front of everybody. Still doesn't get that attack back. 2 attacks whiff. You see the nightmare start to kind of prance in place for a moment, get a little antsy, and then you feel the magic start to envelop the nightmare and the herald. As the nightmare uses ethereal stride, carries itself and the herald into the ethereal plane.
I can still see him.
I told
You
you
can see
it would
that.
be useful in a second.
So long as they don't move 30 feet away from me, I can still see him.
And you see them shift into this almost shimmering translucence, Booker. And the nightmare takes a few steps on the ground before it lifts into the air and starts running off the ground. It does have a fly speed.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Pegasus ass.
And Booker, you see it running towards Ori.
Can I warn Ori?
Yes, you can.
Booker's head is tracking this thing as it's moving, and I imagine everyone else is like not sure where it went, but Booker will see it and then shout like, "Ori, heads up!"
And to be fair, as it moves away from you, Booker, you would technically be able to use reaction to try and hit it.
So, in fairness, Booker does not have a dagger in his hands because he did not have enough action economy to draw a new dagger at the end of his turn.
You won't punch it?
Punch.
I will try to punch it.
Headbutt. You have horns.
Yeah, one horn.
Am I still attacking with disadvantage?
If you're attacking
Or-
a nightmare, no. If you're attacking the herald, yes. Because she is still in shadow form.
If I can keep attacking the herald, I'm going to keep attacking the herald. Booker's dead. Like, horse is a horse. Herald is the problem in his mind. Even though the horse is literally invisible and flying. But it's with disadvantage. So that is what's my bonus to hit with my bare fucking fists?
Plus strength.
Plus strength.
Plus proficiency, I think.
So yeah, 17. Thank God for bless.
The herald, that will hit.
Holy shit! Bless coming up big.
Let's
What is your
go.
strength mod?
0.
I think you do 1 damage then.
Just 1 damage. Just fucking pop. 1 quick jab.
Did it hurt Booker more than it hurt them?
I will know after the adrenaline dies down.
Okay.
He punches thinking he had a knife and he's like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah, we'll try to get through 1 more round of combat before we might need to pause it for tonight, if that's okay with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So Ori, you've been yelled at. Something's coming your direction.
Everything that I had planned to do has been ruined. I was actually prepping this whole time. And now I'm like, well, hell. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Hold on, bud. Hold on, babe. Dimension door. How tall are these rocks?
They're a good, like, hold on, I said it was a few inches taller than large
Like the
Koya.
stand.
Koya, how big is large form, do you think?
I need the charts. I think we said 9 foot on a good day.
So it's about 9.5, maybe 10 feet.
Is going to dimension door on top of this rock over here.
Does she walk into the rock?
No, to the top of the rock.
I
Wonderful.
have no trouble popping over to that one. I believe you still have
marked it.
2 meteors at your disposal.
I'm going to. I see nothing though. Like, so there's no pop. I'm just gonna throw them randomly. Hold on, baby.
Fuck it, you got AoEs, right?
Yeah. I mean, I see there's some chalk on the ground.
Yeah, the chalk.
Right here.
It's right here.
Right here.
Okay. I'm gonna pal here and pal here. Don't I have like 2 left? I think that's the last ones I've got.
Yeah, I think so.
Those are 5 foot. Unfortunately, both of those miss.
Well, you see where they went.
So we know where he's not.
That's action, bonus action. That's me.
This. Hold on, that's not gonna work. There we go. Damn it, it's not working. Essentially, the fairy fire was here-ish. The chalk was here-ish. So we had a meteor strike here.
So if you're drawing,
meteor
you
strike
cannot
here.
see.
I can't see anything.
Nope.
I'm working on it. This one. Again. There we go.
Oh wait, Oh, sorry. That's a good question. Would Koi have also gotten an attack of opportunity when the Nightmare and the Herald left?
I think. I don't know, because it's ethereal plane shit.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't call for Koya.
Okay. Understood. Just gotta ask for my homie.
Dimension door and 2 meteors. Technically,
It's
Ori can
me.
still move.
That's 9 feet down. How far are y'all once I get down? Let's see. I'm gonna move grid down. Do I want to move or do I want to stay up high? I'm just gonna. There's too many things that I don't know where things are. And the dimension door, I don't know if it was like supplies. Here I am when it poofed up there, so I don't know what visual that gives when it. What's the description? Teleport. Doesn't say it like makes a sound or does a flashing light or anything.
Yeah, I think it's just dependent on if the glows closest to you would perceive it. But
Mhm.
the only one that would perceive it would be the wizard, and
Mm.
Sneak is gone because you just threw 2 meteors on the ground and exploded them.
Yeah. Let's. She has 15 feet fly, so let's move.
She does?
Ha ha ha! Supplies.
No, we don't fly.
Shit, man.
I'm gonna move her.
Or she can just decide to fucking lay flat on the rock and hope nothing can get her.
Drop to the
what? She's-
ground.
Yeah, let's drop.
Yeah, if you're prone, range attacks do have disadvantage on you.
Yeah, we'll scooch over this way and like crawl flat and scooch and pop.
Ori has decided to try and blend into the rocks in the most unrock-like form that she has.
Yeah, we're a little confused as to how all this works. This is like new to her. Like, you know, Lance trying to kill her, and now she's in a blood arena. We're fine.
Okay. So, Mac, Blasphemov has no fucking idea what's going on. He's like, okay, the horse went that way, apparently. I don't see it. I don't know if I can hit it. So he's going to ready an action for whenever he sees the horse again to shoot it. It is the wizard's turn.
This bitch. This fucking coward.
Told you. Not necessarily the things that hit you that are the problem for this fight. It's the hitting back. Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't. Good.
I don't like that you said good.
Let me see. Let me see. I can get y'all. What's the description of this? Playing with spells I haven't played with in a very, very long time.
I don't like that either. I like none of this.
Okay. So. Bonus action. Misty Step. And then. I just closed his sheet. Why did I do that? So it takes down that spell slot. I need dex saves from Trixie, Button, and Koya.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
I know where he is.
Dex save, you say?
Godspeed button.
Right?
Plus a D4.
Okay. So 13, 14, plus a d4. Bet.
Then you would have inspiration if you want to try and re-roll that, Koyo, or you can save the
14
inspiration.
plus 4. 18.
18.
17 for Trixie.
Charlie, you keep the 6.
I was
Charlie.
muted. We are re-rolling.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Much better than a 6.
So,
16, 17, 18.
Haha.
you all managed to pass it, so you only take half this damage. As a lightning bolt
Fuck.
streaks out, hitting all 3 of you. So this will be... What is it, /R?
/R/roll.
I believe evasion still works here too. Oh,
25. So
Half
13
of-
damage.
Oh, you did 68, not 8d6.
Ah, never mind.
Okay.
Swippy swappy.
29.
Sorry.
What's that halved?
15.
Okay.
Dee-da-ba-dee-dee-bop.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Hmm.
Button. It's now your turn. You've just been
Button is getting tired of this shit. Button has no patience to begin with. This has now gone into the negatives. And they are going to call out, because it's a streak, right? So where did it come from?
Came from over here somewhere.
I can't see ping.
Mm.
Here.
Oh, Jesus.
This way.
Okay. So Button, lightly charred, cackling of energy. I imagine the metal is not... There... If you touch Button right now, it's not going to be good for you. They're going to turn in that direction, and they're just going to call out. You are making this very, very inconvenient. I am disappointed. And they are going to cast Dispel Magic, which would cover the entire fucking arena, so it doesn't fucking matter where he hid. Fuck
Yeah,
your
just did it.
invisibility. I'm casting it at 4th level.
Yes.
Each object or magical effect within range. Spell.
I'm upcasting it to 4th level. Fuck your invisibility, you fucking coward. Fight me.
Delete.
Okay. So you see Olvar reappear. A little surprised. Over here.
Button is staring at them.
Mm.
That's their
an
action.
Bonus action and movement.
Movement?
Yeah, I was gonna say hop 2, 3, 4, 30 feet towards him.
Yes. Just tap, 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 tap. I'm trying to think. What do I got for a bonus action here? Nothing. I don't think that would be useful here. Check. Yeah, that's a reaction. That's a reaction. No action. Okay. Does it? Unless anyone wants a healing word.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think most people are okay for the moment. Maybe not great, but okay.
In that case, Button's bonus action is an aura of contempt. Barreling at high speed. When I get my hands.
Booker.
Okay, where is this astral bitch? She's airborne, right?
Is over here, about 10 feet off the ground with the horse.
So I can see her in the astral plane,
Mhm.
but can I hit her?
I believe with how the ethereal plane works, no.
Okay.
Not until she comes back out. So you can
Then-
ready an action if you'd like.
No, Booker's too antsy to ready an action to hit her when she comes out. So instead, he is going to opt for the classic. He will use. Oops. Where's my neat little line? Oh, here it is. He will use a bonus action to get all of his knives back. And then he will run 30 feet in this direction. And he's going to start throwing knives at the wizard. So he's going to throw we're going to start with the blood drinker.
Mhm.
Shisha. 22 to hit.
Let's see, y'all. So I'm gonna go to this section. He's going to use his reaction to cast shield.
Ah, this bitch! God, if I was level 9, I would have counterspell and none of this shit would be happening. The curse of being a half caster. So he has shield until the end of my turn, right?
Let's try-
He has effectively shield for
I
like,
think for 1 round.
Yeah, until the start of his next turn.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So you have to hit 23, so it's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Bumps him up to a 23.
fuck it. I'll try again. Different dagger. Mind Flayer Blade.
See?
Ah!
Yo!
Hmm.
Fuck your shield!
Fuck your shield. Now he has to make an int save.
Double check your math on a crit for that really fast too.
I'm checking it now. It's not too. Oh yes, because you do crunchy crits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This should be right because it accidentally rolled max on one of the die. Booker's crits don't hurt as much as you'd think because he's using knives.
That's a 16.
Honestly, the act of throwing a knife and hitting that hard, though, is intimidating in itself. It makes up for it in flavor.
Thank you.
Fortunately for you, int is his best stat.
Yeah, I don't expect that to work, but it is a freebie. But he'll take 13. And then Booker's got one more knife that he will draw and throw. Nope.
That will not hit.
Damn it. That's move, action, bonus action. Done. Booker's done. He's out of knives again. No, that's not true. He's got one more. He's got one knife that he doesn't throw.
Checks it. It's now your turn.
Move behind him.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Yep, exactly.
Nothing
Except
personnel.
it is.
Except it is. Yeah.
Except it is.
It's so fucking personal.
Wait, hold on. Where is it?
Let's see. Wisdom. So, first attack. Oh, I get a D4 on that though, right? Or is it only on the
Still
damage?
wouldn't help.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
gotta be
his
at
AC
20
is
something.
23.
23.
20 something.
With his shield.
Really wanted a flurry of blows. Oh,
You get a D4 on that one.
Oh.
D4.
3 or 4.
D4.
Give me a 4. Damn it.
Nope. Close.
I don't want to waste flurry of blows, but
Okay.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
I mean,
Go for
he
it.
goes before you, so at least you
if
get
I
an attack
can,
of opportunity. Probably.
if I can hit him, I can stun him. That's the thing.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to go for
Mhm.
here. Where's my flurry blows? Here we go. So I will get 2 flurry blows.
And I'll also remind you, Charlie, because I see you measuring shit. You have a pole arm, so you have a 10-foot reach when you want.
Mhm. Oh.
Fuck!
Trixie. No.
I tried. I'm
Did.
sorry.
Is that your turn?
That's all I got.
Koya.
Okay. Move action and dash action to get right next to button. And even with that reach, I do not reach.
Hold on. Large pole arm. I think there might be a thing here.
And biggin.
I know there'd be a thing in Pathfinder First Edition, but I don't know about it in D&D.
Is Koya effectively under the enlarge?
Essentially.
I think that might increase your range. Hold on.
Yeah, I think you get an extra 5 feet. So I think technically if you're large, it's a 15-foot reach.
Oh, mixed god, if you say so, I will take it. This is going to be the action surge, though.
Hell yeah!
Advantage? Because flank?
Cause Trixie?
Technically, yes.
Heck
Yes!
yeah.
There.
Let's go!
Advantage, you are fishing for a 23 plus.
Okay, so first attack.
That'll hit.
That'll hit! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
And then Glaven.
Oh,
So the 2 main attacks will hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said you want action surge?
Well, that was the action surge because I had to dash to get here.
Ah, okay. He's not looking great. He's looking more and more pissed off the more that you're hitting him. And he's muttering under his breath. You can hear Trixie. He is muttering something. He's not talking to you at the moment. But he is mad. And let's move on to the Nightmare and the Herald. Ori ran away from them. They're not pleased. Well, Booker.
Huh?
Oh no. I can hear the token sliding across the map.
At least Booker can see them.
Oh god, where'd Finn go? Oh my god, Finn. Our number one cheerleader.
Throw a cupcake.
You go from throwing a dagger at this wizard to turning back around trying to see where the Nightmare and the Herald are. And they rematerialize right behind you.
Damn it.
My knives.
And let us see here. There is a hoof attack from the Nightmare. That did land correctly. It's a miss. Lucky for you.
Oh,
Oh shit.
And it's only if they hit him. We will do another 2 Embrace Darkness attacks.
That's... What a name.
That's gonna miss. And I'm assuming a 23 will hit.
yes.
So... there's my d8s. There they are. $17 necrotic. I need a con save.
Is this magical?
Yes.
I'm gonna use my Aegis to reduce it by 1d8 plus my intelligence modifier. That's pretty good. That's 11 damage to mitigate it. How much was it total?
17?
17.
Did you fail the con?
6. And now I get to roll my con save. That is 11... 16?
16. Hey, you passed.
Oh, thank God.
Ayy.
Thank fucking God. First time I've passed a fucking magical save.
Yeah, so your FYI warning. Actually, no, I'm not gonna give you a warning because you guys haven't seen what it does.
Oh. But you could.
No.
But
Oh.
you could.
A D6. Nope. With that, we're gonna call combat here. Put a pause.
When I get my hands.
Or you will start us up next time. And actually, the snare would go off. Pause. Give
Trigger the
Harris
snare.
credit because there
Mhm.
was a successful hit. And you find the snare text again, Iris.
Yeah. It closed the tab. Let me reopen it.
Because that's a ways
Ah,
up for
here we
me to
go.
scroll.
I got it. Kathy. Busted.
Found,
if this actually works, I took this knowing I'd never use it.
I hope it works.
I really hope it works.
So I will say, if you want it to go off, I can make her roll for it to go off. However, this would essentially, because of how she is like flying in the air with this horse already, it will just yank her off the horse.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yank her off.
Yeah.
Yep. At the very least, it is humiliating.
Yep.
And she might get a concussion from the fall.
The blood's gonna go to her head. I approve.
Dex, what is the save here? What's the DC?
15.
15. Whew. She rolled a 19.
Mother
God
damn
fucker.
it.
Let us
Damn
win.
it.
Let us have these.
Part of me feels bad, but I warned you guys this was going to be a hard one.
Never feel bad. Don't let us trick you.
And also, to be fair, Blastimov also had a ready to action that I will resolve really quickly to shoot the horse.
Like trying to shoot out a tire on a
He
car.
rolled a natural 20,
Let's
Hey.
go!
Hey.
Let's fucking go!
so that is... I need a calculator. It's good that he rolled a crit because the dice that he rolled were not great. Um, for a total of 21 damage against the horse.
Let's go.
And I believe that resolves everything that was happening in this round of combat. So we'll start off next time. I guess, to be fair, we get Finn caught up, finish Finn RP at the start of next session, and then jump into the rest of combat and try to get this fight finished. And then resolve some shit that will be happening immediately after.
GG
Next time.
for now.
Thank you for
Guys
session.
are faring better than you could be.
Thank you for session.
Thank you for session.
If we did not have the true sight thing and we did not have dispel magic, this shit would be bad.
Impossible.
Yeah.
We are killing this man.
God. Oh yeah.
Button is killing this man.
Yeah.
I'll point out that before his next turn, there's only Ori and Blastimov. So, good luck.
This shit is personal.
Andy.
I will blow all of my spell slots on Dispel Magic.
One more level. One more level and I can get 3rd level spells and I can get counterspell. I've been looking forward to it this whole time. Trying to play an anti-mage and I don't have counterspell until fucking level 9.
Ugh.
Booker, I cannot wait for you to get counterspell.
Between the two of us, we will never let mage. Suffer not the mage.
Fuck
so that you
these
guys
mages.
are aware, your next level will come after the arena and after you guys have a chat and try to create your alliance. So you're
Yeah.
essentially leveling up before you leave Doomspace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for watching, Jedi. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye.